Man like Perry Morgan.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, the whole of London, innit?
Welcome to the Best in Britain show, Perry.
Thank you, sweetie, for having me.
And you are just shining out in the UK. You have been for a very, very long time. And yeah, you're just exceptional what you're doing out there, and really, really proud of you.
I'm trying my best. Me and my team are trying to do the best that we can right now to send over positive and good music. You know, I'm not saying there ain't good music out there at the moment, but you know, we need to bring back the love, you know, more of that. There's more other stuff. So.
Yeah, definitely. I'm all about the love as well, definitely. Now, could you tell us just a little bit about yourself for maybe anyone out there who doesn't know about you?
My name is Perry Morgan. Yep, that's if you don't know me already. And I reside and I live out in East London. I'm from East London, you know, the Great side. And yeah, you know, I love doing my music. I've been around for a while. I've done a lot of stuff with a lot of people over the time that I've been doing music. I've been doing this since I was like, what, 8 years old. Took some time out for a minute because I felt like I needed to put my energy and my mind in other places. And now I'm back. Since I've been back, I've been getting a lot of positive feedback. You know, I figured if I'm going to come back with a tune, I'm going to come back with something that I'm going to use my platform and see if it can reach out and see how far I can roll. You know? And
I am so glad that you are back, Perry. Seriously,
we
needed you back on the scene. We really, really did. Now, who were your musical influences growing up?
Wow, my mum, Claudette Morgan. We grew up around a lot of musicians. Those who know me, I grew up with a lot of musicians. You know, Alan Reese, Remy Reese. You know, I played in the steel band. I played brass. You know, I had a lot of influences growing up. And my great grandmother as well. She's still alive. She had a room dedicated for her old school sound. You know, and played a lot of bluebeat and Trojan and country western and yeah, anything that was musical and melodical. We grew up with it. You know? And my mum was a singer. She, like I said, she was a jazz singer. Grew up with a lady named Esther Benjamin, and yeah, we went. I followed her everywhere, to every studio, and saw a lot of stuff. So my musical knowledge and background is vast.
It certainly sounds it. Seriously, wow, some amazing influences there. Really, really amazing. Now, when did you realise that you had this talent that you've got?
I didn't. My mum forced it on me.
Really?
My mum forced it on me. I used to go down to, Talent World in Peckham. Yeah, those who know there, I was one of them guys. So if you remember me from back there, my mum used to sing with the highest pitched voice. And there was me, the shy guy, and then as soon as I opened my mouth, that's it, the place was done. So yeah, that's yeah.
Like your musical career, you have been signed, you've been on tours. Tell us more. We want to know more about what, you know,
when I was younger, I was signed to Mischief Makers. I was also signed to Adam Management at the time as well. It was DDP at the time as well. And yeah, I did a lot of stuff. I dabbled in a lot of like boy bands and solo stuff. And then I decided when I was like, 22, to decide to, I got signed to Mischief Makers, Paul McPherson and Michelle Girl. Yeah, it went off from there, and then I was on tour with like Shola, Marion Winers, Buster Joe. The list goes on. Yeah,
God, that's an incredible list already.
It goes on even more. It goes on things like James Blunt there. How many else do this? Anyone knows me, help me out, man, because I've been on a lot and I can't remember a lot of them. But there's been tons. And then back then as well, my cousin and I, Iceberg Slim, we set up a label, which was solely based around him and his movement at the time, called Frojack Entertainment. Those who know Frojack Entertainment will know us. There you go. So yeah, we did a lot of stuff, and then we had Execution Squad, which had a few of us in there, including Ricky Blue. Those who know Ricky Blue, you know who he is. Yeah, he was in it as well. Some people don't even know that he used to spit. I was the only singer, and we used to go around the whole of London, and them times there, people used to battle with everybody. Yeah, we was at the Jump Off. It was me and Natty P them times there. He was winning all the time.
I love Natty P.
He'd been my producer from many years, and then I found Alex the Kid. I'm saying it here live because Alex used to be in the background in the studio with his big afro. And I was like, what'd you do? He said, I make beats. So me and a girl named Naylor Boss and D21. D21's been with me from day dot. Since the day
I love D21. Another featured artist.
Since the time he's coming from America, we've been brothers since then. Like the link was like that. Some people say, you meet people, are you like a bit annoyed that you met someone and they've gone off and blown? Nah, you meaning Alex the Kid. Because if you look at it this way, I know D21's people. And if I never knew these people, I wouldn't know D21, and we would have all this vast catalogue of music that we have.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's meant to meet for a reason, aren't they? I believe
Everyone's meant
that,
to meet for a
definitely.
reason.
And we're all connected
That's
some
right.
way or
So
another.
right now it's my time. If I'm here to speak out, it's my time. You best believe that, man.
Yes, definitely. Now, could you give us 3 words that describe you as an artist?
Innovative, courageous, just, oh man, just understanding, because you've got to understand what's going on outside. There's a lot of people writing fictional stuff, and if you understand what's going on and you know, you have that love for music and people, I'm always staring at people. People always say, why are you staring at people? Because I'm just watching people's lives. I like to know what's going on. And you kind of, if you pay attention to what's going on in society, you realise some of your experiences and life's experiences. You can see that other people have been through it, and you can see that it's not just you. You understand? So I write about things that is my truth that then escalates things onto other people.
And it's getting the message out there
That's
as well,
right.
isn't it?
That's right.
By doing that. Just want to give a massive shout out to Ash, locked in.
And Go-Getters as well. I see
Go-Getter
there.
Global.
Ash,
Hey,
my brother Ash.
long time. And the full Facebook
A lot
Live crew.
of people don't know I do this, but I train and I do BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and Ash is one of my brothers from
Oh,
the gym.
okay. See, I'm
Yeah,
Taekwondo.
Ah, yeah,
Love
Taekwondo. Yeah. We love to. Hey, Ash.
You're grappling, yeah?
I mean, Ash was one of the first people actually, when I gave him the advert, he put it up on his page, he's got thousands of people. So I've got to show a big shout out to
Oh,
Ash.
big up to you, Ash.
Alright?
Love
And
that.
Go-Getters as well, they're doing big things as well, they're behind it. We do this podcast, you know, the barbershop podcast, they're behind that as well, along with like Leonard folks. So you know, yeah, things is going on.
Right, let's talk about the podcasts. So, tell us again, who's in the podcast and what can we expect from these podcasts?
You've got Leonard folks, there's myself, Mitch Fly Barber. But a lot of people don't know that over the years when I was doing music, I would be cutting hair. So I'd be going on tour, and then I'd have Michelle Gill ringing me or my whoever's management at the time saying, Perry, where are you? We're waiting for you. More time they would come and drive to where I am. Because we'd have to drive out of the country or go here or up and down. And you know, with the barbering, it fell in place because I got to meet a lot of celebrities as well. So I just want to big out my brother Royce as well. They are R&D creatives. They've sent me a lot of people, and they've been so supportive over the years with what does as well. And the podcast is basically just bringing up general topics to understand what's going on in society or what happens in barbershops and things like that. So they just called me in because they're like, man, you're doing something at the moment, and you know you got a positive flow out there, and your voice, people like to hear what's going on and your insight of things. So that's what we're doing with that podcast at the moment.
Yeah, I've seen a few clips and it does look very, very good.
Fun.
Definitely.
It's straight to the point. It's straight to the point and it's raw.
So how many are there for me to watch? And us to watch?
Well, we do them. I think we're trying to do them like every 2 weeks or every month. Depending on people's schedules, because a lot of people are busy and doing other things as well. But other than that, yeah, big up Voti as well. For filming it and stuff. Seriously, got a lot of good people around.
Yeah, no, I cannot wait to fully watch them. I really can't wait. Now, you've travelled a lot. Could you give us your favourite places that you've been to and why?
If it was the West Indies, I'm going to tell you straight, it's Barbados. I love it.
I'd love to
You
go
know what I
there.
mean?
I've heard it's
You want to go on the jet ski? Yeah, there you go. That's it. I love it.
I think I'd be scared on a jet ski.
Yeah, I just love
Done
it.
that.
A glass of Monkey at 10 in the morning. Shh, don't tell no one. And Dubai. I was out in Dubai a lot. The early stages, I was out there with Loud Magazine and OK Magazine Middle East, and we was bringing people over there. We brought Busta Rhymes and Missy out there. We've done a lot of
Oh
stuff.
wow, how amazing.
You know what I mean? And I brought A. Marie out there, big up the old mixed club and the old Grand Hyatt. They had me there as a resident there doing things down there. And yeah, just getting around and doing shows and people loving you out there. It was amazing.
Yeah, it looks amazing. It's another place that I want to visit.
I mean, I've been
Definitely
a ton of
Dubai.
places, but I mean, my favourite places were those 2 places.
Oh, lovely.
As well as home, the UK.
Now, didn't you have a magazine, did you say, over in
Yeah, we had a
Dubai?
magazine out there called Loud Magazine, and we had loads of people in there, from Freddy Krueger to Chung family to my aim was to bring all the UK artists over. That happened for a minute, but it was clashing with what I was doing with my music, so I had to come back. And then the laws out there at the time, I had my son who was born, and anyone who knows me knows I love my son and my children to bits. So I had to come back to be here because you have to be married to live as a family out there. So
Oh, right,
the
yeah.
commitment, going out there every other weekend or travelling a lot, it was just it went on for years and years and years.
I definitely want to go to Dubai.
You need
Definitely
to go.
on my
I'll have
list.
you out there. I'll talk to one of my mates.
Definitely. Now, when you go away, what are 2 things that you cannot travel without?
My charger and my headphones.
I wondered if he was going to say
Everyone
headphones.
says my charger and my headphones. My headphones need to be there because I need to block out everyone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They say, why don't you listen to the seawater? Nah, sometimes I just want to listen to me.
Yeah, no, 2 very essential things as well. Now, where else would you love to go that you haven't been to already?
Oh, I'd love to go to the Great Wall of China.
Oh, that's my cousin's been there.
I'd love to go there. I'd like to go and see some of the... I'd like to go on a safari. I haven't been there yet, but...
He did that as well, my cousin. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't believe in going because my daughter and my son were too young at the time, and now they're all of age. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
exactly.
I'd be able to
So,
go and-
that would be so sick. I've always fancied that. Oh, they're amazing. Now, could you give us your favourite tracks that you have ever written and why?
One of my favourite songs I've written was on Playtime's Over with Wiley. Nothing About Me. You don't know nothing about me. And that one there. Those who don't know that, boy, go listen to it now. And another tune called Wifey Material that was written years ago for me. And the thing is, I say this because it wasn't a song that I'd written. And at the time it was so coincidental that the melody and all similar words that I'd written for that song, it matched that, and they were like, no, can you just do that because I've already written it. And that time it was Vinci, and I remember I had Simon from Blue that was in the studio at the time, and he heard me sing, he was like, man, what's going on, man? Who's this guy? And yeah, just like, and Kay, big up those guys there, you know, I was with Creative Circle back then as well. So I did a lot of stuff as well. Big up Slim Daddy, because back then people don't know me. I would like to get with you. Yeah,
I think that's the one I've got, you know.
Yeah, me and Slim Daddy. Big up, you know.
I think we'll play that.
You know, you got to big up Slim Daddy there as well. And yeah, Peter Murray, he was the first man to ever take me to Dubai. Peter Murray was the man, you know. People that don't know that, the man behind Pride magazine and things like that. And you know, yeah, I've had a, when I think about it now, come on. I haven't even begun to start.
Yes, a lot of things, isn't it? Right, let's go with this one. A track from, I'm not sure how long ago this was done, but I love this. This is you with Slim Daddy.
This is for the old school cats.
Yeah.
Especially when the summertime comes around. You know, I would like to get with you, 'cause my feelings for you are true. If you feel the way I do, just let me know it's true.
Up in the building, alongside Perry Morgan.
Brown eyes, the way you swing your hips and thighs make me rise. You stay on my mind 'cause you one of a kind. And she tells me all the time I ain't like most guys who's all up in your business trying to get in your niggas. That's only to be expected when you with them. Who's living the fast life is scared to make a commitment. Something better pops up and they be calling it instant still. Don't stress it, everything's blessed. You're a beautiful princess, don't you forget it. And if you need me, then I'll be there to dry your tears. You wanna talk, I'm all ears. My feelings for you are true. If you feel the way I do, just let me know it's true. I like to speak to you, 'cause my feelings you do for true. If you feel the way I do, just let me know.
DJ Sweetly.
God, that was a blast from the past.
What a sweet
do you know what, that tune there, I'm going to tell you what, I was with Creative Circle at that time, and I was just finishing off some tunes for an EP, and I remember Charles was running it at the time. He was like, P, can you just jump on it quickly? And I remember Peter Murray walking in and saying, please jump on it, and I had 10 minutes, and those who know me know I don't like going in the booth. I must have done that in like literally 8 minutes. I was like, just play it, and I sang it. About 2 days later I get a phone call saying, look, we're using the remix, because that was a remix for the video. So they didn't take any of our original vocals, they just placed it and put a tune in. It went like that. And then he was going on tour, and you go and place it with 1,000 or 2,000 or 500 people, and everyone's singing your song. And I was like, man, this was at the beginning stages. I think it was like MySpace or YouTube just started at them, and it just showed the love and support people were showing towards that tune. And you can't go anywhere now. And people say to me, also saying, I remember that tune.
That is a tune, definitely. I love that, absolutely.
Along with Wifey Material, they would say as well. Yeah.
Now, how did you actually get into barbering? How did that happen for you?
It's a strange story.
Yeah.
Well, my aunt owned a shop in Dalston called Capria's Hair Salon. and my uncle Terry used to be in there, and he's like, my mum used to send me to the barber shop, £5 each for me and my brother. And I'm very observant, those who know me know, I just see a few things and then I start doing it myself. And I went in there, I think it was like on a 6 weeks holiday, and I kept going in there with my brother and saying to my uncle, look, can I just cut my brother's hair? And he was like, yeah, cut it. And I started cutting my brother's hair and keeping the fire right. And it was only one day, it's funny, because my brother turned around and said to me, man, you're keeping the fire right, you're not sharing with me, you're buying all these sweets and stuff and whatnot. I went to tell mum, and he went and told my mum and she didn't believe it. That's how funny it was, and I had to tell her straight that it was me. And she's like, man, you're good at it. And then my grandmother bought me my first clippers. Imagine me, so, you know what I mean? And when she bought my first clippers, it was a couple of years after she passed away, and it was like, man, so let me just keep it up. And then I started getting, when you're good at something, people don't want to go nowhere else. So it's just followed me through my whole life, do you know what I mean? Amongst many other things, but I am that barber. The only barber.
You certainly are, aren't you? You have a very, I'd say, celebrity clientele, don't you?
Yeah, I've done the likes of Forrest Whitaker, Noski, who else has been there, man? I've had tons of people.
And I saw beautiful Reverend Rose as well.
Reverend Rose. And Reverend Rose is one of the reasons why I did my tune White People, because back then when I did the tune, when I was with Michelle Gill and that, back then she was like, you know what, this tune's before its time, the record label saying it's before its time. So they just shelved it, and then I thought, you know what, I'm going to revamp it. That was the time when Natty P produced it. And then, yeah, Reverend Rose used to hear it because I used to have a barber shed in the front of my house, and all the guys used to come. When they used to come down to my house, Reverend Rose was always there. You know, everyone used to show her mad love and respect. You know, we've seen her whole journey from her going from Holy Trinity Church to Haggerston to being a abbot at the House of the Parliament for the Queen, you know, and now a bishop, you know what I mean, making history. And she was sitting with me the other day, she said, Perry, I can't be my government, she said, Perry, listen, you're doing the right thing, and you remember you said all this stuff back then, keep doing what you're doing, because I've got the right people listening to what you're doing. So, this tune right now is not because I'm doing it for fame, it's because I'm doing it because I have to explain. And I mean, there's a lot of things out there that people are doing, and I pick them up on their music, but if you've got a platform, use it, because you don't realise that you've got a lot of influences and a lot of people that can help you along the way. You know, just don't be scared of change. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm in a good position right now, I'm in a good space, because I could drop R&B songs all day long, but this is what I want to do. You know what I mean? If you believe in something, do it, say it.
And I love the fact that you're speaking out in the music, and I'm so thankful that you gave me the exclusive on My
Sweetly
People.
was the first one to ever play it. So you know, all you guys ain't played it yet, just remember when I start playing it all the time.
Every show, since you said it to me, I sing and I dance to it, and I love it, absolutely love it. So big up for that.
And I must say as well, for those who think that you're going to do these tunes and the kids ain't going to sing along, do you know how much kids I've got singing along to this song? Like, it's unreal. I'm getting people sending me messages, children, man, look, they know the words already, it only came out on the 20th. Do you know what I mean?
That's amazing.
So
that's what we want to hear. I love that. Really,
so
really
go
love
Spotify, go YouTube, check out the video, go to Spotify, come download it, come support the cause, because you don't even know what I've got in store. Every bit counts for what I'm about to do. Alright?
I'm excited,
put my money where my mouth is.
I'm very, very excited for what's coming. Now, today you're going to give us a couple of live PAs, aren't you? How lucky are we, people?
I don't mind.
Very, very lucky. Right, so should we go in with My People?
We can go with My People.
Yeah?
You guys have been hearing it so much, you might as well hear it from me. Sorry about the raspiness, man, I tell you, it's like yeah, this tune was produced by Ziad. I got DT1 on there. I'm just gonna give you a quick little PA on it, you know what I mean, see how it goes.
This joint is for my people. North side, east side, my people. Listen up, yes, you my people. We gotta stop the killing of our people. This joint is for my people. South side, west side, my people. Listen up, yes, you my people. We gotta stop the killing of our people. Somebody got shot tonight. I can see it in my vision, it's as clear as light. I don't understand what's going on. Some people see that something's going wrong. And every time I close my eyes, I see somebody's mother with tears in her eyes. It's like some bad brother shot a son, or some dumb. It seems so wrong. And it makes me so angry why this is why.
Sometimes I visualize my people living happily side by side. So my son and my daughter can live their life in a world full of love and my crying eyes. This joy is for my people. North side, east side, my people. Listen up, yes, you my people. You gotta stop the killing of our people. This joy is for my people. South side, west side, my people. Listen up, yes, you my people. You gotta stop the killing of our people. I turn on the news at 5. They tell me that they kill him on Facebook Live. I don't understand what's going on. Another black youth is dead and gone. And every time they testify, I see somebody's father with fear in his eyes. 10 black youth beat on his son. The boy was 16, he's only one. And it makes me so angry why this is why. We just can't get enough. Innocent lives are all gone. Hard for me to visualize. My people living happily side by side. And my son and my daughter gonna live their life in a world full of hate and my cry. This joy is for my people. North side, east side, my people. We got PG what this is. Yes, you my people. We gotta stop the killing of our people. This joy is for my people. South side, my people. Live up, yes, you for people. We gotta stop the killing of our people. This joy is for my people. North side, east side, my people.
Everybody, you know,
yes, you my people.
you're about to do something, they don't kill it. Put it down.
This joy is for my people.
Listen.
South side, west side, my people. Listen up,
We're gonna tell them these. Kill the people. Outside of you.
World going crazy outside like
1, 2, 2, 1.
we got to deal with it. The scars on my back is no healing it. I'm gonna lay down by the hair and quit. I stand up tall, time to hit it. They don't wanna hear what I feel. I see them breaking down, hold the feelings. Cause we can tolerate the cops killing kids. The government's work the bills. Listen, west side of town, how they deal. A couple hundred gone but concealed. But I predict the ride, it's real the same. Couple hits for the disappearance. In my hometown, Black Rovers. Tell you in the office, someone playing the game. This is just an open explode. It's not enough pain, people go on the street. We got lives running.
We gotta pull up. Let's go again. Let's go again.
This goes out to each and every one of you locked in.
Everyone. Listen.
The hottest UK beats, the hottest UK beats with DJ Sweetly.
The boy was 16, he's only one. And it makes me so angry why this is why. Innocent life all gone. Sometimes I visualize my people living happily side by side. So my son and my daughter can live their lives in a world full of love and my crying eyes. This joy is for my people.
We just coming inside that shit. It's my people.
It's over. Yes, I know I'm with it. You got to see the killing of our people. This joy is for my people. South side, west side, my people. Listen up, yes, my people. We got to stop the killing of our people. They tell me that they kill him on Facebook Live. I don't understand what's going on. Another black youth is dead and gone. And every time they tell us, I see somebody's father with tears in his eyes. 10 black youth beat on his son. The boy was 16, he's only one. And it makes me so angry why this is why. We just can't get enough. Innocent lives all gone. Hard for me to visualize. My people living happily side by side. And my son and my daughter gonna live their lives in a world full of hate and my cry. This joy is for my people. North side, east side, my people. Listen up, yes, you my people. We gotta stop the killing of our people. This joy is for my people. South side, west side, my people. Listen up, yes, you my people. Gotta stop the killing of our people. This joy is for my people. South side, east side, our people. Listen up, yes, you my people. Gotta stop the killing of our people. This joy is for my people. South side, west side, my people. Listen up,
We gonna tell them these.
we gotta stop the killing of our people.
It's like the world going crazy outside and I ain't feeling it. When life goes on, we got to deal with it. The scars on my back, we gon' heal it. I'm gonna lay down by the hair and quit. I stand up, told I'm here. They don't wanna hear what I feel. I see them breaking down, hold the feelings. Cause we can tolerate the cops killing kids. The government's run the buildings. The west side of town, how they deal with it. A couple hundred gone but still. Without the digital varieties, you feel the same. A couple years ago, they disappeared. In my hometown, black voices. I tell you it all for someone playing the game. This is just local, it's a global thing. They serving up pain, people going the same. You got a lot of money, what's the main thing? What the main thing, the same thing, change the thing. They blame both sides, each side you play. Do you fight for the people or you blame the game? Do you highlight truth to highlight truth? Do you fight for your right, you got to die the same. Do you see you flip change, how things have changed from the old days? Like a role play, gotta slip it in the mix, you just proclaim. You can classify the world with the program, but I ain't going here to bow down the old man.
Yeah.
You hold it, we should come to master here with the going. You should move up quick, but you're going. You can change it this time, yeah, you can.
This joint is for my people. Southside, Eastside, my people. Westside, yes, you my people. Northside, killing up outside. This joint is for my people. Southside, Westside, my people. Listen up, yes, you my people. We gotta stop the killing of our people.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Best Show with DJ Sweetly.
Wow.
I was catching my own vibe. At one stage I was forgetting I was even performing. I'm listening to it
That
and
was
I'm
so
like, man.
sick. That's so sick. Thank you for performing that live for us.
You're welcome.
And the message as well in that. I love it. I really love it. And that's what we need. More artists speaking out. I mean, I'm lucky. I have a lot of my featured artists that are speaking out, and I'm so proud of them. But we need that. We really need to stand up, say something, whether it's in the music or on social media, because it's an emergency right now, isn't it?
It's a big emergency right now. I'll tell you why it's an emergency and why I'm pressing on it. My son's going to be 12 years old, he's going to secondary school, and that's when the stuff starts. I mean, I've seen it as young as 10 and 9, kids running around doing things at the moment, emulating being bad boys or whatever. What you've got to realise, guys, is that what you're doing at the moment, the kids are watching you, you know what I mean? Whether you're a shotter, whether you're a bad man, whatever it is, if you're the role model in your family, regardless of whatever you're doing, you have to have a strategy of how you're going to teach these kids to keep them away from it. In the old days, the old gangsters never had that stuff around the children, and I don't get what's going on right now. And I know this because we've lived it and been in that situation. You know, those who know my story know where I come from. I know that this is not where I'm trying to. Do you understand? Right now, you know, I just feel like we can all do better. Do you know what I mean? I'm not having an attack on no artist or people on the road or whatever. I'm doing me, solely me. Do you understand? And if people love it, then you know, I feel blessed. But if you want that same feeling as well, I mean, look at this, man. You got people dancing along with the song. I'm telling you, kids are dancing along with it. Kids are listening to it. The beat vibey. I had to use I had to use everything that I knew, you know what I mean, with the music to try and make it sound melodic so people could dance with it. It just didn't sound like I'm dictating, you know?
Yeah, and you've done a very good job.
Thank you.
Seriously, you really, really have. Because the minute I listened to that, it was just, I knew the message will go through.
Yeah.
And the way in your voice as well. Oh. And D21 on that, he goes in hand.
He goes in, man. He calls me the god, I don't know why, but he's like, man, because he's been with me from day dot. So he's seen a guy who had nothing turn into a billionaire through the back of me. So it's like, and seen many other people as well. So we don't really kind of, you know, my grandmother talked to someone who's growing up, you know, it mustn't be red eye. That's what she used to say. So I don't watch other people, I don't watch no one's business. I just do what I feel best for me. So some people say to me, man, are you not, you know, how did you not catch your feelings about that or this? No, because I'm very spiritual and I know that whether you meet someone or that person meets you, the journey is whatever happens past that point. And whether you're involved in that person's life or whether they're involved in your life, it's whatever's happening. You know, you ask and you shall receive. So you can meet and buck up on someone and they might say, you know what, I can do that for you. And then after a while, after you've, you know, gone through that situation, you know, or whatever it is that you need for them, when you cry and you start saying, that person's in for a point. No, they can go on and do what they're doing and you go and do what you're doing. I mean, there's no love lost. You'll buck up on each other again and you'll be like, thank you, and show gratitude. And I've got a lot of people like that out there that I've helped or they've helped me. And, you know, I just smile to myself. I just look at it and say, you know what, it's a good thing to know that I've been a part of that journey. I've been a part of many journeys, many journeys.
And also, it's about enjoying that journey, isn't it? While you're doing it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people getting gassed up on winning things now. Just take your time, man. Like, you know what I mean? Me doing my thing, and you know, nowadays artists I don't really mess about with too tough. But everybody else that's surrounded in the industry that know me and you know that were after me back then, they're just like, man, they're just proud of what I'm doing at the moment. And they said, boy, I never thought you could give up, you know. And you're just showing that you're just doing the right thing and coming back and showing that you still got that there. Do you know what I mean? reach out to the youth then.
Right. And that, I'm so glad.
Maybe
that
just
you
reach
have
out
it.
to the people, right?
Yeah, the people, exactly. And we as a people need to come together on this. We really do. Now, Perry, what do you think could be one solution right now that we could be doing?
Oh, there's a one solution. You just press a button and reboot everyone. But we can't do that. So there has, I mean, a lot of people think this. You know, they're good philosophers. They dictate. They say what they want to say. But you know what? Use it. Keep it to yourself for a minute. And see how you can transcend that into something where people are really going to listen to you. So this is why I done that song. Whether you listen to it or not, it's going to be in your ears all day long, isn't it? So, and I'll be pushing it because
so will I and my team.
Every radio DJ, every person that's out there, I know them, and I big up Sweetly because the bunch of you guys, she's the first one. So you know, I hope the rest follow you. Do you know what I mean? And I'll always talk about it. I'll always talk about this moment, talk about that. You know, that being, you know, showing gratitude to the fact that someone's loving it and watching your show and seeing people saying big up and wow, this is, you know, I see it, it's crazy.
See, my supporters, they appreciate good music, good messages,
right.
sick beats,
right.
and sick artists.
She's going all the way.
Definitely. I just want to big up Steve, proud and gifted. I am so proud of you as well. All right, keep up the amazing work. Proud and gifted. Do you know about those? About him?
Where do I see myself in 5 years? Oh, who's that?
I don't know.
No, there's quite a few messages coming in.
Okay, that's a question for you.
Ooh, let's see. Let me take a question quickly. Where do I see myself in 5 years? Well, not in this country. No, but yeah, in 5 years, I mean, to be honest, I see myself somewhere a lot quicker than that. My journey, what I want to, you know, a lot of people start something off and they give themselves a plan. I already knew what the plan was, so I can just see it. So I'm just running for it fast. I know who I need to dodge. I know who I need to bounce off of. I know who I need to speak to. I know who needs to be involved and who don't need to be involved. I know where my time needs to be, you know what I mean? Because I'm a father first, so I can't idolize my thoughts and my time with just anybody, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just using my resources and me, my name, Perry Morgan, to push this, do you know what I mean? And you know, like I said, I'm not trying to dictate to no one because everybody can see what's going on. But I'm just making sure that it's in everybody's ears so they can know what's going on. So in 5 years' time, if this is the tune that blows me, I'll sit back and say I'm proud, and so are my children.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
and
part of a movement.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. Part of the movement, solution. Actually, you know, coming together for solutions. And I love that. Yeah, I just want to big up Steve, proud and gifted. He just said we had no sound coming up on there. So
No sound coming up
on the Instagram. But yeah, he's doing an amazing job out there. He goes
Big
out
up
and finds
to
the
you, Proud
young
and
people who are shining
Gifted.
out. Like
To
they
all those over there,
yeah, he's doing an amazing job. So proud of you. Keep up the amazing work, yeah, Steve? Oh. Right, now, if you had a message to give somebody who was carrying a knife or thinking about it, what would that be, Perry?
I'll give you a story, right? My brother and I grew up in a place in Hackney called Sandringham Road. We used to see a lot of stuff, violence, and yeah, it was mad back then. And then we grew up in our environment to understand where we saw even more violence growing up. And then you start to realise, not being scared, but you just think, this is long. Do you remember that word, people? This is long.
That's long.
You need to start bringing, this is long. You know what I mean? I just want to say this. I just feel like when we was younger, yeah, if it was going to be a fight, you go around the corner, you have a fight. If there was somebody carrying a gun and it was a serious thing, because it does happen, people are out there doing their thing, you know it was a serious matter. But back then people used to go house parties, check girls, do that, whatever. Guys need to do more of that, because I don't understand why everybody wants to walk down the road with a piece of metal touching their leg. It doesn't make sense, do you know what I mean? And you know, another thing I'm going to say, because I see this, I'm a part of this, part of my environment. You know, you can't be wearing puffer coats in the summer, guys, seriously, because the police are going to stop you. I'm using
It looks highly suspect,
yeah, it's
doesn't it?
very suspect. I'm just saying it, it's not snitching's not done. Just stop wearing the stuff. Because I walk down the road and think, this is about to happen, this is about to happen. Stop putting stuff on Snapchat. Furthermore, you know, parents out there as well, you need to teach your children to stop talking so much as well, because we was told not to talk so much. Not saying that you mustn't talk out on your friends or bad situations, but the fact is that, you know, people talk their business so much, and this is in the lyrics as well. Whether you're being truthful with it or not, do you understand? Or, you know, or you're fabricating it, the fact is others are listening to it. You've got a platform, they're loving what you're doing. And yeah, I can't knock people for talking the truth, but there's too much of it going on out there to the point where I don't even know what is what. So I'm starting to think, well, guys who are carrying knives now, they're just doing it to get a rep so they can start jumping on the tunes and saying, I did that. And that's the truth. You know who I'm talking to.
Oh, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's
It
mad,
really,
it's
really
mad.
is.
I ain't afraid to speak out and say what I have to say because we've seen a lot of stuff over the years.
But it's like, any of my children, they're talking about going parties, and I'm like, well,
no.
people don't really, it's not a party if they're bringing knives.
Yep.
I had, and this was years ago, it was around about the time when Baz was on TV, do you remember that?
Yep,
when he
yep,
was
yep.
at the party, confiscated the knives. My daughter...
Big up to him. Seriously,
Yeah.
he did a
Oh,
good
yes.
job. Big up to him. A lot of people were laughing and I was like, why? Do you know what I mean? And
No,
it happened to
exactly.
be those same people that are saying, oh my God, what's going on? It's like there's a clash of what's going on right now. Everybody needs to be on the same page. So.
Right, exactly. And that was when I first noticed how many young people were carrying knives. My daughter wanted a 17th birthday party, so we did it. She invited about 100, it was about 100 people came. I had security.
Yeah.
And then I'm being told that every person near enough, male, they're packing up weapons everywhere. Even after the party, it nearly kicked off and somebody got stabbed. And I'm thinking, what the hell? Like, they should be able to go to a party and enjoy themselves. And that was years ago.
Yeah,
and it's escalated a lot
I went
worse.
to an open mic event and I saw people look like they were on the edge. It's like they're just watching what's going on. You're here to enjoy an event. Then it started to make me think, man, should I even be here? Do you know what I mean? Do I need to be around these guys? But no, this is your environment. This is your people. It's taken a major turn. And it's like it's just got to the point where, one, I don't know why people are fighting so much. Do you understand? And fighting each other. And two, how is it leading into people stabbing each other? I don't get it. I just don't get what's going on. And then, you wonder why police and everybody's got their backs up. My grandmother used to say, if you don't know one to be around you or a situation to be around you, you stay away from that situation. Do you understand? So if you are living that lifestyle, it's going to come to you in abundance. You know what I mean? It's getting crazy out here. It's getting crazy.
It certainly is, and we definitely need to come together as a people.
Yeah.
And big up for what you're doing. And like everybody out there who is playing their part, who's actually stepping up and doing something.
Everybody. There's a lot of people behind the scenes. There's a lot of people in youth clubs or churches or just family members or people that are going through it now or people that have had lost someone they loved in their family and gone from whatever they were doing now transitioning to this because they believe that this is more important. So there's a severity and it's imperative that people understand what's going on right now.
Exactly.
It's not a joke.
And it is a priority right now. And that is why I started up the Let the Youth Live, which is to connect everybody who's out there doing exceptional work, so that they can, be supported, the community can get on board and, let them do more of what they're doing because they are shining out. They're superstars right now out there, the work that they're doing. But we need to back them. I saw a video recently, I don't know if you saw it, Chris Preddy, who's speaking out all the time. He's forever doing awareness videos.
Yeah, your page, isn't it?
Yeah. The last, I think one
Big
of the
up to
last
you,
one.
brother. I haven't met you before, but man, if you're watching, keep
He's
showing
gonna
that
be
passion.
coming in. We keep
showing that
pacing.
passion. I want to come in when he's here. Seriously,
Yeah.
I think we'll blow up the whole of London. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I think
we'll
we
sort
speak
that
some
out.
truths. I think that's what needs. Back in the day as West Indian people, when somebody messed up, you got to come sit with your man, come sit with your uncles.
I think that's what needs doing.
It's like that
seriously.
kind of.
Yeah.
I think you need a set of leaders, people to shame people right now as well. And people need to stop. I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people need to stop claiming they know where their children are at certain times. And there's a lot of children that I know are lying. Do you understand? When the parents say, where was you or what was you doing? Nothing, mom, nothing, dad, nothing. Listen, man, my son can't tell me that stuff because when you're around them all the time, and I'm saying me and their mother's not together, but we're around our children, that's imperative that we have that situation. So one thing I will say is this, is that guys out there that have that relationship with the baby's mums and they're not working out, try and make it work, innit? Like, don't make another situation before you make that situation work. Because you ain't going to go and make a cake off the back of... you're not going to make yourself a red velvet cake if you can't make yourself a sponge cake. If you get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? So deal with the man at hand. Deal with what's at home. What's at home starts. It starts from there. The roots. You can't be talking about the roots if you're not at home watering the roots. Do you know what I mean? It don't make no sense. So, as much as I can have my children around me and show them things that make them proud and be role models. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, there's too many role models out there that are roadman and on tunes talking different stuff. It just doesn't make no sense to me.
And this is the thing that I'm finding with the messages that are being promoted in the music in general on mainstream stations, they're not helping our social issues at all. They're glorifying the lifestyle, which we don't need that right now.
I was playing some stuff with my son. I do this on a Sunday. We play old school stuff, whether it's reggae or whether it's old soul or whatnot. And he was like, Dad, man, the stuff that you're playing, you just talk about love, and I don't hear about no pole or this stuff with girls. And he said it because I got a sister. I'd feel bad if they started talking stuff like that and to my sister and things like that. You know, what? It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Do you know what I mean? And putting your point across, yes, you can do so. Because I put my point across. Do you know what I mean? I mean, people don't even know there's a swear word in that song. Do you know what I mean? In my people. So,
is that?
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
I thought my ears were really good
some
as well.
Right.
Oh, I must have took that out then. I must have edited
that
that
point
then.
there. And I had to put in some things if you're expressing yourself, fair enough. But, you know, and it was over some dumb you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's why I put that way there in the song. And I played with that for a minute for now. I just got to do it that way. But, you know, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So if you're talking every other word, talking about shubs in someone and shanking and whatnot, all that stuff.
Poking and dipping, all of that.
All that stuff there, man, you know what I mean? It's just mad. And when people are talking about ops, man, it shouldn't be like that. You should be on the same side. You know what I mean? People should be talking and blending, do you know what I mean? This is our culture now, this is our time, music. English music is blowing, and people that know me know that from the Black Twangs to the Bloody Peas to the Thai,
I love
all those guys
them.
there, do you know what I mean? You know, Mudbury, I'm going far back, do you know what I mean? Skilligan, our first producer, like these guys here, do you understand? We were fighting for English music to go through, and I'm glad that English music's going through right now, but what tag it's got on it right now, I don't really want to be associated with it, do you understand? Because what we're seeing on the mainstream, like you're saying, is, you know what I mean?
And they repeat it over and over and over. And this is like, I've got a friend, Paul McKenzie, he did a little awareness video. He was taking his kids to school and he couldn't believe what he was hearing on the school run. And he was like, well, hang on, like, and the fact it was just on rotation.
And the joke is the parents are not there. So if that man was to go to the parents and say, I heard they would say, swear blam, no, that's not my child. Do you know what I mean? If someone came and said something to me about my child, I'd be like, son, what happened? Tell me the truth, you know what I mean? And that's the relationship you're supposed to have. I need to know where you're at, I need to know what you're doing, come and talk to me, don't be afraid. Do you know what I mean? This is the thing with the kids, they don't know how to communicate. Do you know what I mean? So,
and I think a lot of that is the social media and the phones, and I think they have lost the bit, you know, it's not face to face. And a lot of the beef gets escalated, doesn't it?
A lot of guys, and I know this for a lot of guys, a lot of people get involved in dramas and they don't even really know what the drama's about. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, that's just crazy,
I've seen
isn't
it, been through it, lived it. There's guys in dramas, and I've sat in rooms and heard people talk about scenarios that I know, and I'm like, it never went that way. Like my grandmother says, it never gossa. You understand? So them things that people are talking about behind closed doors, you know, that merchant story, you know, one man hears it, tells the next man, before you know it, everyone's put their 2 cents on it, do you understand? Not really understanding what the full point is, do you understand? Like, you know, I sit and listen to stuff and people remix how a scenario start, and I'm like, nah man, I was there that day, I saw it, do you know what I mean?
So you know,
and I know it because of the environment where I live, you know what I mean? If people don't like it, buy me a house out the area, I'll go now.
No, I think we could do with people like Raspects, who he goes round. I don't know where I saw it. He goes round to squash beef, on his little bike, his little cycle, and you can ring him anytime, and he will go round. He reckons he has never not resolved any beef. I mean, we need more people like that. We definitely do, because so much gets escalated, doesn't it? Like you're saying, word of mouth, and the story changes, and it wasn't the original story, and then we have like something like serious happening, serious incident. So yeah, big up to Raspects for what he's doing. But like I said, we need more people in the community doing it.
That's right.
And that's what I'm really hoping with Let the Youth Live, that we get all these individuals doing this amazing work, that we get other people going, oh, I'm going to get on board with that, or I've got money, I'm going to put money into that, or I'm going to feed the kids in the local area. Like, we've got kids starving out here.
There you go.
We really have.
Sainsbury's and Marks and Spencer's, before you throw your stuff out in the bin, look for those people, innit? Just saying.
So I was thinking more about like celebrities.
Oh man, seriously, you can go bigger than that.
It needs to. It certainly does.
Every day there's food being thrown away.
That's what I mean. It's
Every
so.
day. And it's nothing to do with celebrities. It's to do with big corporate companies. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. They're just throwing. Yeah, exactly. And they could be feeding.
For God's sake, we live in a country where some people get free money.
They need to send some my way. Oh.
There's a lot of support out here, seriously.
No, thank you for having this discussion with me today, because it really, you know, we do need to come together as a people, and I love your enthusiasm with all of this, your energy that you're putting into it, and I love the new music.
I want to big up my brother Robin Travis. I mean, we grew up in this.
I love him.
We grew right next door to each other. You don't even know the
coming
stories.
in.
Half the stories in his book, man. Like,
have you read the book?
I don't need to because we lived it. I was there with him. I mean, I've got the books at home. I'll start with him, but I've heard so much stuff, but I know his life story. And what he's saying
has solutions.
There's solutions, and the solutions are the same way what I'm trying to say right now. You can't go and dictate. You just gotta be around these people and just one-to-one if it takes that time. I mean, you've got people that knock on your door and we don't even answer it because they're Seventh-day Adventists or some Catholic or Christian or whatever, and we ignore them. So I mean, we ignore the good stuff. So what he's doing right now, he's exactly. You see, the way I think is different to what other people see things, because he's going around into prisons and youth clubs, and I'm not trying to dictate, but as long as my presence is there and I'm talking to you and I've got your attention for that moment, you're going to go away with 10% of what I've just said. Because not everything's going to relate to those people, do you understand? But we know each other's stories very, very well.
He is amazing. And he's doing like a tour, isn't he? I think Birmingham, is it Manchester and here? Because I've been promoting that. And I think Dean as well is going, another amazing guy, who is, he's shining out as well for what he's doing for the young people.
Big up my bro Haru. What's happening, Haru?
Oh, hi.
Yep, one of the real ones. This guy here, man. I tell you what, like, I've learned a lot of stuff from that guy as well. You know, it's crazy. I see people popping up now, and his kids are great role models and assets to him, and it just shows you, you know, if a child walks in there and says hello, good evening, what does that tell you about the parents?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So that's how we grow, you know. And there's those people I have around me as well, you know. I like to be around the guys and help them that are fighting for their children as well. It goes into this knife thing is not just one thing. You know what I mean? There's many doors that open that can lead into that frustration or disappointment or rejection or whatever it may be that the child is going through, or what they're seeing in their family. You know, like I said, you can see a guy on the road in his night trainers and his Versace, and then you don't know what's behind his door. You know what I mean? You don't know, you don't know. So just please don't look at people as face value more time, you understand? And try not to, you know, if you don't know something, try not to believe everything that someone tells you, because until you see it for yourself, that might not be the truth.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like that. I don't judge people when I meet them. Yeah, because you just never know somebody's story, do you? You really, really don't. Now, I'd like you to give us some standout moments on your life journey, please.
Standout moments on my life journey. Oh man, standout moments. There's been a lot. That's hard. Yeah, being on the Sweet League, BestInBritain show. That's the first one. There you go. That's the first one. Standout moments. I'll tell you what. Just being able to be doing what I'm doing, and you know, when I was younger and touring around and getting around and using my voice then, and being blessed to meet so many people. You know, my standout moments right now is obviously the people that I know. Like, there's just too many. Like, they all just like, if I was Xavier and I could reach out to all these people with my mind, they could feel me right there. They know exactly what's going on. So, you know, I just feel like, you know, there ain't just one particular moment. I could say, when my children were born, but that's just, you know, that's self-explanatory. But stand-up moments within the music, I think when I was in Dubai and I was up on stage with Buster and Missy, and you know, and he was like, man, and he was like, man, and I remember that time Missy broke her leg and she was in one of them little old woman things driving around. And
that must have been crazy.
Yeah, she had
my God.
crystals stuck to her thing. And it was like just being able just being able to speak on a level with a lot of people. Do you know what I mean? You know, being able to sit down with Forrest Whitaker and cut his hair and talk about what I do now, and well done, man. Just do what you're gonna do, and not trying to, you know, pitch anything to someone. Just he asked me a question, what do you do? And like Peter Murray used to say to me all the time, Perry, don't say everything, you know, but I tell people what's going on. It's relevant. You know?
Yeah, no, I
never know where I might see you again, or you might meet someone that knows me and say, oh my God, I know that guy.
That's how it works, though, isn't it? It is really a small world.
It is a small world.
It really is. It is. Now, is there anything you would love to do more of in the future?
I'd like to do some more acting. I'd like to do a lot.
There's some more.
Yeah.
Yes. So what are you in
No,
there?
well, you know, we've dabbled in a lot of things, and you know.
I've been in one series.
One series, yeah.
Yeah. Where's the
I'm
ops?
next to a start. No, I'd like to feature in a few films that people are doing that are positive. Do you know what I mean? I'd like to, you know, when this is all over and people understand who I am, then have a biography coming out and explain why my life is the way it is, do you understand, and why I'm doing what I'm doing. And for those who don't know me, look at me and think, like I said, at face value, and think, you know, everything's cool. You don't know the journey. There's even things still pending right now, you know. So
Yeah, no, I can imagine.
and I don't,
It's like mine.
Like I said,
When my books come out.
and yeah, just watching my kids growing up and watching them do amazing things, you know what I mean? And the life lessons and these journeys, all these are part of things to make your children proud, you know? I watch other people that do amazing things, and I don't watch the people, I watch their children. I watch their families and the
Yes,
expressions
yeah.
on their faces, and do
Oh,
you really
yeah.
know what you're doing for these people? See what I mean? So when you know, just the other day I was with my son and he was dancing, he's like, Chris Brown can dance. I was like, I can dance. And he looked at me like, he goes, when have you never shown me that? I was like, well, there you go. I don't need to show everyone your thing, you know?
See, my kids just take the mick out of me. It's the opposite. Oh my God, they drive me mad, my children. What would be the legacy that you would love to leave behind, Perry?
Wow, that's a big one. The legacy I like to leave behind. Well, everything I've done, a lot of people don't know. So I'm fast tracking to get to a certain situation where some things I'll miss out, but just me, Perry Morgan, as that person, not a brand, just as a person, just an individual, a human being. The legacy I want is that, same as what my grandmother left for me, is that when you walk down the road, people just say hello to you and say your man was a good person, or I love how you've turned out, and I can see that you've gone that way. So when they look at my
that's
children,
nice, isn't it?
I hope that my legacy is that, not just you got money, they left you this, they just,
See,
just
I-
know
yeah,
that,
I feel
just
the
know that
same,
what comes
actually.
behind all of that, there's an essence behind it. So my legacy right now is, you know, is to just keep doing these good things and hopefully, you know, make something change. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't
It's
no
all
Ga- I
about
ain't
change
no-
right now,
I ain't no
isn't it?
Gandhi, I ain't no Michael Jackson, I ain't no Mother Teresa, but man, if I can get some kind of reaction, even just in my community, and we have an understanding and we know what we're supposed to do.
Exactly. I want your track to be an anthem. I want it to be the anthem for
Wow.
all of us. When when we actually all stand together.
There isn't,
You know-
there isn't even actually a tune out that actually is being directed in that way and made it that way. I mean, with rap, people are doing what they're doing, singing, people are doing what they're doing, but an actual direct tune, talking and explaining what's going on. Like, if this tune down the line, 10 years, 20 years down the line, people play and say, oh my God, I remember that. I remember you on the Sweet Lee show, yeah, when it was first aired. You know, I'd be grateful for it. I'd be grateful for that. I mean, above all of my music, I'd like people to, you know, grasp onto that, and I'll try better to do even more stuff to try and top this as well.
How exciting. Like more and more exciting.
You know what's
eh?
coming. You know what's coming.
I do. Now, you're going to give us another live PA today, aren't you?
Really? Yeah. Yeah,
I'm putting him through his paces.
You're putting me through my paces. See?
I am.
Let me get the raspy, sexy Perry Morgan voice out.
Alright. Do you know what? I can't believe time has just flown today. It really, really has.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Funny
really
how
great.
time flies when you're having fun.
It certainly does, doesn't it? But I definitely want you to come back, and you know I'm going to be supporting you fully in everything that
Thank
you're
you
doing.
so much.
Yeah, I'll be following the rest of the journey, and I'm with
We'll
you.
be following
do you know
your
what I mean?
journey as well, because people need to understand I'm on this show because you're showing the same and have the same feeling and vibe for the community and just what's going on up and down the country, and like listening to your show is so refreshing to hear other people talking on topics the same as me. Do you know what I mean? It's just nice. So we got to pick you up as well, man, sweetie.
Oh,
We got to
thank
pick you up,
you.
man. We got to pick you up.
Thank you. Now this one is called I'm Ready. Yeah? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you people ready?
Alright, let's go. Oh, I can't believe how lucky we are this afternoon.
Big up Ziad on this one. He's only ever worked with me and the artists that I've been.
Oh, he's now one of my featured
Yeah.
producers.
Every day I wake up thinking about those papers. Bills keep hitting me, so Who the hell is calling me? What they want from me? Some of that 3.4 on my way to the studio. Quickly come have my dough. No tea, cause I got that pull. People don't get me wrong, I know that I'm wrong, but I'm a man, gotta make my. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Said I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready to make my life right. Sitting writing songs and day number one. I'm working hard in the studio. Baby mama stressing me, she want those peas. Got a son, can't do it on her own, and I cannot find a job that pays me what I'm worth. No, I know this music's gonna work. So people, can you see that I'm only trying to eat? That's why I'm ready, 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 I'm ready. Said I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I've had many of the late nights watching street lights in the morning light, trying to survive on the front line. Many of those stress nights, baby mama fights, bills on the side, and who's on my phone late at night. Listen, see, I don't think they know what I'm going through. Catching feelings in it. Yeah. Said I'm ready. Said I'm ready. I'm ready, I'm ready. I'm ready, I'm ready. I'm ready, I'm ready. Are you ready, ready? Are you ready, ready? Said to change your life, change your life. I know me and Sweet Leah, so are you? Listen. Oh, change your life, change your life.
The hottest UK beats,
Make
the
it
hottest
right,
UK beats with DJ Sweet Lee. You're listening to the Best in Britain show with DJ
That's
Sweet
the
Lee.
first time I've ever performed that tune, and that tune there is called I'm Ready. So you see the pattern of what I'm doing right now. I can talk about that. I'm telling you, I'm ready to leave the street life. Yeah, make my life right. You know what I mean?
Love that.
Listen, that's the next single as well. And
Oh, so
she's got the
excited.
exclusive.
Exclusive.
Sorry guys.
Best in Britain.
Sorry
Yeah.
Raskwami. Sorry Alma. Sorry
heard it
Fleetwood.
first. What a
I
track,
told you
though.
guys. You know what I mean?
What a track though.
Thank
Come
you
on.
so
That's
much.
that's just gonna be that's gonna be really.
Did you like that one,
special.
guys? Cause I'm
That
feeling
was
that
so
one.
sick.
Oh, someone sending me bare rockets. I'm
No,
flying
that's
away.
my
Is that one good?
sponsors, Munch
Wow.
Breaks. Big up Leela and the full team, promo team. Happy Friday.
The energy.
Big
They
up,
can't
yeah.
hear that one. Oh man.
On that spot though. Oh, but what a pleasure to get that live.
Thank you,
up
thank
on
you,
the
thank
show.
you,
How
thank you,
how
thank you,
lucky am I
thank you,
and
thank
the
you.
listeners we really am. Now, just before we go, just to recap the podcast, how often is that on and where can
That's on
people check that out?
every 2 weeks. The guys at Go Getters and Lionel, Keith.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it'll be on YouTube as well. And also as well, you got to check out Lionel Folks. He's got his quick fire answers. We've had Dineo on there, myself.
That looked like fun, that's it.
Man, he comes in, just
can't wait to
springs
watch
up.
you.
And what makes it even worse, we grew up together and he knows me very, very well. There's a lot of people saying, man, you know so much people. I do know a lot of people because I've been around it. I'm like looking outside here, coming out the train station, and I'm like, man, I used to live around the corner. Do you know what I mean? Me and
That's
Maxi,
crazy,
me
so
and
you're
Maxi-
back.
Yeah,
You're
me,
back.
yeah, me and
You're
Maxi
back round
Priest's
the
son.
ends.
Me and Maxi Priest's son, I tell you that, and Pierre
Oh,
Harrell.
yeah.
Pierre Harrell's mum just lives right there on top of the hill there. Me and Maxi Priest's son, when we was doing our group Protege back in the day, you know what I mean? It's just mad, like, it's just bringing back memories. And, you know, one of my old girlfriends used to live up the road, so. She was old.
Oh, but it's so lovely. You're back around the area.
Yeah,
You're
man, it's
back
nice.
here.
Thanks for bringing me back here, man. It's bringing
Oh,
back some memories.
Not a problem. It's been a real pleasure. Seriously.
Pleasure for me too.
Now the quick fire questions. What is that up on? Is that YouTube as
You'll
well?
see that up on YouTube and you'll see it on Lionel Folks.
If you follow my page, Perry Morgan, which actually starts with P3, and there's a reason for the 3, but P3RYMORGAN. You'll catch me up on there, and you will see the link popping up. I'm always posting stuff up on there. I'm not really a big social media guy, so you won't see me up on Twitter because that's just cool.
Oh, Twitter's long.
Yeah, Snapchat.
That's what I've heard. Oh, I'm not on Snapchat
I ain't got
either.
that
No.
time. And
No.
Insta,
Who's got
I
time to
things up.
snap while you're doing it?
Facebook, I go on there, but what I do, I cheat. I kind of just share the link. So.
And why not at the end of the day? Right, that is us out of the building.
Oh,
It's
man.
been such a pleasure,
Thank you,
Perry.
sweetie. Look,
Oh.
she had me up in there. Oh,
This is such a pleasure.
thank you guys for having me. Seriously.
Yes, but you're coming back, so definitely just keep me posted.
Yeah.
Everything you're doing, and like I
I'll
said,
come back when I'm ready. It's ready to come
You're
out.
ready, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I love that, you know. That's so catchy already. I'm just already singing it.
You'd be very surprised. There's loads of, I like hooks. I like to make people get hooked onto something.
Yeah,
so
no,
I'm
that's
just glad people
lovely.
are loving it.
That's really, really lovely. Now I'm going to play us out with a track by Nathaniel Shalom, who
Yep.
came in yesterday. He's like us, you know, all about solutions, and his music very
Nice, man.
positive.
Shannon, you're doing good things,
Yeah.
bro.
And I love his new one.
Let's
I
do
think-
something together. Let's let them know it's a
Yes.
group of us that are making it happen. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, no, we will definitely sort that out. Now this one entitled Brother's Keeper, and it's in the short film called Repercussions, who I had in yesterday. Now, if anybody has not watched that short film, please watch it. Not only watch it, please share it. Tell your friends about it, to tell their friends. Big up to Akira and the ladies behind Repercussions, the community organisation. I am so proud of them. And when you watch this, you will understand the message that they're putting out there. And they've done it with no money, loads of obstacles, and they've done it. You know, I'm so proud of them. Right, and this is one of the tracks of the short film, but we're out of the building. I will be back on Monday with another very special guest. So check out my socials, Sweetly Official Best in Britain show, to find out who's coming in on Monday. All right, have a blessed weekend, people, whatever you're up to.
Have a blessed one. Be safe.
Definitely.
And pull your pants up.
Right, let's take it in with this one, Nathaniel Shalom, and I'll catch you lot on Monday.